So what is Palestine? Who are Palestinians, and what geography are they entitled to?
Yeah, so the Palestinian people are the people that live in the land of Palestine. What is the land of
Got it.
Palestine?
So tell me, what is the land of Palestine?
Okay, so the land of Palestine is the region between Egypt and Syria. It was described by Herodotus as Palestina.
Hey loves, welcome to the channel. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Daniel and you're welcome to the channel. For all our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to check on our content. And on today's debate, which we are going to be checking out shortly, it's an anti-Israel student who took up a debate with Charlie Craig. And guess what? This student almost got fainted after Charlie Craig gave him the shock of his life. So we are going to be checking this particular debate shortly. Don't go anywhere. Please like this video, share, and also drop your own thoughts, what you think about this one in the comment section, because this went down vigorously. So let's go to the main video.
Israel's that one state because Israel is the true indigenous people to that land, and therefore they have a right to that land.
I mean, I would say it's a little more complicated than that. Number one, I think Israel's existence is a miracle, not a mistake. The new creation of Israel, 1948, 46. Number two, Israel has a right to exist. And number three, its neighboring government structures are,
Can you hear that?
at best, let's just say, annoyingly evil, at worst, largely illegitimate. And so, mainly the Palestinian Authority. But we could
You
dive
don't
deeper
mean
into
it.
that. Of course, we would welcome a multi-state solution if they're actually acting like states, similar to Jordan or similar to Egypt, not as terrorist proxies. I try not to be too ideological on this topic. I am a Christian, so there is a theological undercurrent and element to it. But anyway, that's my position, and tell me yours.
Yeah, so I think my position is really, I think the question starts off a lot of the time
All right.
with, does Israel have a right to exist? I reject that notion, or I reject that premise of the conversation. I think Israel does exist. Israel
Interesting.
has won the right to exist. The question should be, and the focus should be, does Palestine have a right to exist? Or at the very least, do the Palestinian people have a right to self-determination?
Great. So let's pause there, if that's okay. I don't mean
Yeah,
to
yeah, of
interrupt
course.
you.
Exactly.
So what is Palestine? Who are Palestinians, and what geography are they entitled to?
Yeah, so the Palestinian people are the people that live in the land of Palestine. What is the land of
Got it.
Palestine?
So tell me,
Yeah.
what is the land of Palestine?
Okay, so the land of Palestine is the region between Egypt and Syria. It was described by Herodotus as Palestina, and then it was derived off the term Peliset, which is part of the Sea
But
peoples.
Herodotus was way after the creation of the nation of Israel, right? So everything from Egypt to Syria, that would that include?
All right.
No, between Egypt and Syria, between the
Got it.
Jordan River
Let,
and...
let me list off a couple things. Does that include Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Hebron, Capernaum?
Yeah, all those areas.
So
yeah.
so the modern state of Israel
Can
is
you
what it
hear that?
incorporates.
Israel's
Got it.
located on the geographical region of Palestine.
So just so we are clear, Palestinians, and we have to define who those people are.
I'd love to do this.
Yeah.
You don't
Do
mean
they
it.
have a moral right to set up a government in Tel Aviv?
In Tel Aviv, I don't know.
Well,
I
mean,
don't think
you're
so.
the one contesting it. So tell me.
Just a brief word now. Charlie Craig asked these anti-Israel students if the Palestinians are given the right to set up their own government. And do you know what this college student says? I don't know. Now, Israel is a kind of small country, but they have what it takes to set up their own government. Now, when you come to the Palestinians, they don't have the right. They don't have the right. That is why most of them took the right of the power and tried to oppress the other country. And you know, Israel will not take that for bullshit. And the college student don't even know what to say. As I say, I don't know. Then Charlie Craig told him that you are the one in the debate, so you should tell us. So let's dive in and continue.
So I don't think so. I actually don't think right now. I don't think that's where it's going to go. I think Israel. I think Tel Aviv is the current core of the Israeli state right now. I think if any Palestinian state is going to be established, it's going to be, based around Gaza or the
Alright.
territories in the West Bank. But I think what's it called? Sorry, I'm like hearing this at the same time. Yeah. So, but I'm
Interesting.
glad you brought this up because I think your position is that you don't Palestinians as a people group, as an ethnic group. What do you think? Do you see them as a
Well,
nation?
I need you to tell me. Well, It depends. You need to tell me who they
Exactly.
are and what does it incorporate. So
Got it.
is every person in Jordan a Palestinian?
No, not every
Well,
person.
then okay, but who are the Palestinians? Because most of them are Jordanian
Got it.
refugees.
So the Palestinians are
Yeah.
the people that lived in Palestine. I'm going to expand on that. Are you ready? So the first people, they're the people, the Canaanites, thousands of years ago that mixed. I'm getting. Trust me, I'm smarter than you think about this. I'm not.
You got to go quick. You're losing the audience. So
So the
yeah, they're already
Canaanites.
calling for another question.
Yeah.
You got to go quicker.
The Canaanites
All right.
mixed in with other groups of people. The Palestinian Christians. Okay, the first people to convert to Christianity. Where were they? They were in the land of Israel, right?
No, you're right. Israel, not
Can you
Palestine.
hear
You're right.
that?
Yeah. Okay, they were in the land of Israel.
You just said it was Israel, not
Yeah,
Palestine.
yeah, I know. But listen. Okay, so those people. So they were the Jews and the indigenous people at that time, right? That
You
converted.
don't mean it.
Okay, and there's still Christians in that land today, right?
Decreasingly so, but yes, of course.
Okay, so aren't the Palestinian Christians the most indigenous to that region?
No, because the Jews predated them, right? I mean, the land of Canaan or Judea and Samaria has been the Jews for well over 5,000 years. Well, yeah, ish. 4,000 years. And so, again, we can go all the way
Alright.
back to the Mesopotamians, but the most rightful claim to the land is that of the Jews. Let me go back to like one final question, though. Let me understand. There are
Interesting.
45 plus Arab majority, Muslim majority countries in the world.
Yes.
Why does one Jewish majority country get so much attention, including your advocacy?
Yes. There's 20 plus Bantu majority
Exactly.
countries in Africa. Does that give the black Americans the right to go and return to their homeland and establish a state? No, because when they did do that, when they tried to establish Liberia,
Yeah.
they set themselves up as the ruling class. They pushed the indigenous Liberians into the interior, and they eventually got investigated for forced labor
It was
practices
a
in
disaster
1929.
by President Monroe. I
Yeah.
will acknowledge that. But that doesn't answer. I just want, what would you consider to be a resolution to what's happening in the region? We'll end with that.
Okay,
All
so
right.
I think Israel, they should, of course, I don't think a peaceful future will exist with Hamas. So I think
Credit to you. That's a morally clear statement.
so I think Israel's
Can you hear
focus should be on that. For one, destroying the tunnel networks, getting the hostages back, using their intelligence network that they used in all these decades to assassinate neo-Nazis on all different
You don't
continents.
mean it.
The Hamas leaderships in different countries focus on the leadership, focus on unconventional means to take out Hamas, and then, you know what? Work with the Palestinian Authority. It's corrupt. I will acknowledge you that. But you know what? It's better than the terrorists.
I find very little to disagree with that. We'll have to take this discussion on at another time. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
I would love to.
Thank you. God bless, man.
Thank you.
Yes, guys, this went down the way it is. Now, this particular college student who is an anti-Israel never saw this coming. Like for me, I will say that this student is not prepared to debate this category because he based on his point on what he has been hearing about the Palestinians and also the Israel, and he never buttressed a point that actually makes sense to me. And the case of Charlie Creek actually tutored this particular anti-Israel student who never wanted to admit the fact that he don't know anything. He claims that he's smart in all this conversation. Like I was watching, I was wondering who is this person that came up to challenge Charlie Crick in a debate. For me, he's not prepared. For me, he is not the kind of person that will come up and just disgrace himself to the public. Like I don't get even Charlie Craig have to it's got to a point that this guy was actually boring to some extent that I was not guessing what he was saying, but the Charlie Craig came up and told him that he should switch to another question if he wanted and not debate on the Palestinians and the Israel. If you know earlier that the Palestinians and the Israel are not in good terms, and the Palestinians is just something that just a group of people that was being made up, not the Israel. Now, these people was being formed in a separate group. If you check the map, I don't even think what are they calling it? Palestinians are actually more of a number than some other countries. If you check the map, you can see that even the Israelites are more. and more sophisticated than the Palestinians. And if you watch or you uh, go through the history of the Palestinians, you will discover that these people that is just causing havoc are just some like people that are nothing to write home about. Because if the issue between the Israelites and the Palestinians are making all these news going around and making the nation to be unrest, it's something not to go about. So I love the fact that Charlie Creek came up and buttressed the fact to this anti-Israel student who never saw this coming. He almost fainted. Guys, he never knew that this one will actually caught up with him. So thank you guys for watching to this very moment. Don't forget to please like, subscribe, and also drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this particular one between that Charlie Craig and the anti-Israel student that's caught up in this debate. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, and also I would love to see your lovely comments in the comment section. See you in the next one. I don't know right to this particular video. All right, and playlist this belongs to the content creator of this great piece of art, which is Charlie Craig. I'm gonna write to the materials that is being used on this content being uploaded here. So see you in the next one. Do where to stay put, stay safe, and stay subscribed. From me to you, it's a bye for now.